so I'm going to get out of this excessively noisy place. See you later, everyone.
I mean, it's pretty quiet, you know? But, yeah, you do you, man.
He just slowly walked off like that?
That's how most of these things happen, and it's very awkward because I can't press A until they fully do it. Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Naro, and welcome back to part 54 of Genshin Impact. And in the last part, we did a lot of investigating. And we finally figured out, at least a little bit when it comes to Child, and that he is not a cannibal. But, now we have to talk to Linny. Do I have to take... Oh, I shouldn't have done my intro here. I should cut, but I'm not going to. While we're on this elevator ride, I will think if there was anything else that I need to say. Nope, I think we're good. I think we're just gonna keep, you know, hopefully we finally make a breakthrough, because, like, the past 3 parts have just been,
we have work to do.
You know, just investigating. So hopefully Jean's not right, and there's not more work to do in terms of investigating, and that we're done. Oh, okay. Oh, I have to go up now? Oh, I really should have cut. Where am I going? I'm gonna cut. Oh, alright, Linny, give me some groundbreaking shit, man. Is that where I have to go right there? I think that is. Oh, no, it's not. What is that? Are those like little prisons? I don't think they are.
Huh?
Kind of gives me a vibe of that. Yeah. Now, why are you shocked? You sent us the...
That look in your eyes. You found something?
What a transition. Yeah, a little something, yeah. Turns out Piebot's a cannibal.
Hey, this is no time to be modest. Just tell him we found a boatload of information.
Oh, as expected of the legendary duo, you have my full and undivided attention.
You tell him stuff.
Huh. I'd have never guessed that myself. The rumors swirling about this place are unreliable after all, and Master Child probably went missing because he found a way out. He is a harbinger after all. I suppose he's much more resourceful than I initially gave him credit for. Unfortunately, this isn't enough for our final report to Father. We need to find out Master Child's exact whereabouts.
Well, then we will need your brother. Who I don't think is down here, but might be.
Father told me that even though Master Child said he was just coming to Fontaine for a vacation, he actually had some personal reasons. His agenda might be linked to his disappearance.
The most important thing right now is to catch up to him, yes. No more investigating. Let's do something.
His escape route is already flooded, so we'll have to task someone with professional diving skills to chase after him.
Well, when you put it that way, it's obvious that only Fremine would be up to the task.
Bingo! Is he around?
He's working today.
Ah.
Coming here as a group would have attracted too much attention. I'll talk to him about it later.
All the siblings got arrested, huh? Please do. We're counting on you. Thanks.
No need to thank me. This was always a part of our mission after all. Honestly, I'm far more impressed by you guys managing to collect all this information right under Risley's watchful eyes.
Collecting information has always been our strong point.
Now, let me think. To find out more information, Fremine will have to retrace Master Child's original route. And if he's to do that, he'll have to set out on the next pipe cleaning day at the earliest. That's 6 days from now. And after that, he'll probably take another 2 or 3 days to return.
Can we, you know, jump to that, please?
You can even estimate how long it'll take for him to get back?
We've been working together for a long time. We know each other's capabilities like the backs of our hands. Traveler, what say you to meeting here 9 days from now? We'll be able to pick up Fremine while we're at it, too.
I'm cool with that as long as we, you know, do like a jump cut to that day, you know?
Oh, and there's just one last thing we'd like your help with. Though we can just sit back and wait for Fremine's report on Master Child's whereabouts, we still need to make more progress on the investigation of the Forbidden Zone.
Yay. More investigating. Yeah, yep, okay.
Fremene's no master of disguise. Lynette's still working on getting intel from the other areas, and I'll need to spend some time helping Fremene prepare for his diving mission. So, you are the only ones we can count on.
What do you want us to do? Will it be hard?
Well, I won't call it easy per se, but I think you'll be able to pull it off.
Just give me something other than talking to people, dude.
Listen carefully. You'll need to find an excuse to get into the infirmary and investigate the room and environs. You've mentioned several sketchy-looking people always meeting at the infirmary earlier, so it probably has something to do with the secret we're hoping to uncover. You've already met the head nurse, so she'll be less suspicious of you. Investigate the internal structure of the infirmary and any active dealings within, and pass those on to me alongside anything else you're able to discover. But also, there's no need to take risks. Don't forget, safety always comes first.
Well, you know what? What we'll do is this is how we explain it. Paimon wanted to see, what walking felt like for the first time. And then what she didn't know is that she can't walk because she hasn't walked ever. So her legs were like baby deer. And she unfortunately was trying to do that while walking down the stairs and just fell. And just every step hit perfectly, So it's like, yeah, that works. Sounds good. I'll give it my best shot. Did you only say that because I'm an amateur?
No, when it comes to intelligence gathering, I'd never consider you to be an amateur. Didn't you say it yourself? It's always been your strong suit. I'll believe anything as long as it comes from you. So, please prove your prowess to me once again.
All right, then we'll head out as soon as we finish our prep.
Let's go our separate ways for now then. Don't forget, we meet here again in 9 days. Stay safe.
Alright, let's hope that we don't have to, literally go through 9 days. After doing some prep work with Paimon, you begin to slowly approach the infirmary under the guise of the... I mean, I even tried reading fast. Okay.
Hey, stay here for now. Paimon will take a peek.
Alright, and while you're peeking, accidentally trip and just get a nice shiner right on your cheek. This is how we get in.
There seem to be several people inside.
Let's try to eavesdrop on them first. You and Paimon hide in the corner and try your best to eavesdrop on the people inside the infirmary. See? That's how fast I have to read? Are you fucking kidding me?
I feel like it's not impossible.
Oh,
I didn't even hear... What?
it's a bit hard to understand them from here, so why don't we just try to talk to them in person? Let's go as soon as you're ready.
You nod, take a long deep breath, and the vapors, foul-smelling potion. What? If you recall correctly, the potion was the result of a failed alchemy performed with Paimon. Dude, I didn't even get enough to... whatever. Having given no good whiff, you just potion back to...
Someone, please help! She's sick!
I mean, I understand what the hell just happened now, but...
Are you okay?
No, I'm not. They gave me 0.5 seconds to read at least 10 seconds worth of a fucking sentence, dude.
Oh my! What's wrong, little one? There's no need to panic. Take a deep breath before you begin. The traveler started complaining of a stomachache, and then nausea, and then collapsed onto the ground. Paimon doesn't know what to do. Freezing limbs, twitching fingers, and pale complexion. Could it be poison? Let me take a look. Please lie down over here.
Oof, my stomach really hurts.
Don't worry, I'll get you to the bed safely. Here, hold on to my shoulder and walk slowly. You can do it, Traveler!
Thank you. I'm sorry.
Don't apologize. You're sick after all. Now, please relax. I'm just going to do a preliminary checkup on you.
Sigewinne has taken out a few instruments and begun to do a checkup. I hope I'm not so healthy that she gets suspicious.
I see now. My checkup has confirmed that she's not in any mortal danger. That's our worst fear out of the way. Eh? Oh, that's good. But I'll continue my diagnosis of the patient now. Please, relax and take a deep breath.
Sigewinne's using her hands to palpate different areas of my abdomen. Seems like she's using elemental energy too. Her expression's growing more and more relaxed.
Don't sense serious damage to your organs either. Does it hurt when I press here?
Yeah, I mean, it's not too bad.
And here?
Oof, that hurts a little.
Based on my initial checkup, there shouldn't be a problem here. How strange.
Oh no, was my acting a bit over the top?
What about here? Does this hurt?
No, not really. I can barely feel it.
Oh, I understand. So that's what it is.
The fuck is it?
I think you just ate something that disagreed with you.
Okay.
That's all. Nothing too serious. Outside of a pretty bad stomachache when it decides to act up. So that's what it is. Thank goodness it's not anything more serious. And there have been other inmates complaining about the food recently. I'll inform our head chef, Mr. Woolsey, of this problem as soon as possible. Congratulations! The health risk is incredibly low, so you should recover within a couple days. Why don't you take a rest here while I go get some medicine for you? Miss Levine, I'll have to trouble you to help me look after this new patient while I'm gone.
Very well.
And she hopped away, just like that.
Hopped away.
Phew, this infiltration mission is going much more smoothly than I imagined. Next, there's only 2 people left in the room. Sigewinne just called that woman Levine, so she must have been one of those frequent visitors to the infirmary I've heard of before. Would that mean that the man next to her is... Jure, then?
Hello. So how are you feeling now?
I feel perfectly fine. Still not great.
I can't keep staring at her. It'll draw unwanted attention. That guy also seems to have noticed. Now he's looking in my direction too.
Her stomach aches really bad. She was stumbling about the whole way here, so Paimon's really worried.
Paimon, if you have to, I need you to fake a seizure. Can you do that? Yeah, just, I mean, flop like a fish, man. A floppity flish.
If Miss Sigewinne says it's not a serious problem, then there's no need to worry. She's the best medic we've got down here.
Alright.
But it also looks like she's the only medic you've got down here.
Well, that's true.
What do you mean, that's true? That's really misrepresenting the situation. Of course I can't speak for the whole fortress, but it's not like everyone imprisoned here is useless, you know? Though they may have committed crimes and gotten locked up here as a result, they still know a thing or two about medicine, and they help Miss Sigewinne take care of the sick and injured.
Yeah, you're right. But did you have to lecture me about it in front of another patient? Aren't you a patient too? Where did all your energy come from?
So you guys just gonna start making out in a second, or what?
That's correct. Sorry, I got a bit ahead of myself.
Are you two also sick?
Yes, they're madly in love. That's not what I meant to say. Like, sickly in love? What's... They're love sick? That's what I meant to say. Well, my joke just didn't land whatsoever.
We've been sick a while. I come back every once in a while for checkups, and to pick up the medicines Miss Sigewinne prescribes for us. That's just the nature of chronic illnesses. As for her, you could say she fancies herself as Miss Sigewinne's capable helper because she learned a bit of medical knowledge ages ago.
Please watch your mouth, Mr. Jurrier. Don't forget that you are the primary reason I have frequent heart palpitations.
Wow, why is that, guy? Actually, I don't want to know.
Hey, don't start arguing now. Please, keep it civil at least.
These 2 seem to have a pretty terrible relationship, only ran into each other because they came here to pick up some meds at the same time. Books. But outside of the 2 of them, there's something suspicious inside this room. All the files on the table appear to be patient records, and while there's a box, I can't check it out right now. Boxes, a space. There also aren't that many furnishings in the wall, eh? Wait, there seems to be a movable hatch around the ground over there.
Hey! There's no need to fight! Everyone will be released someday, so there's no need to argue over silly things like this!
So we're gonna sneak back in?
But...
Release. It's way too early for us to even think about that. And who the heck knows if we'd even be able to continue our previous lives?
The presence of the movable hatch isn't strange by itself, but perhaps it's my adventurer's intuition speaking. But isn't it a bit strange that there's a movable hatch here of all places? Is it hiding something?
Please allow me to end this boring and useless conversation. Oh, and Mr. Jurier, I don't want to see your face here again anytime soon.
And same to you, Miss Lorvine. Anyway, that was more than enough rest for me, so I'm going to get out of this excessively noisy place. See you later, everyone.
I mean, it's pretty quiet, you know? But, yeah, you do you, man.
He just slowly walked off like that?
That's how most of these things happen, and it's very awkward because I can't press A until they fully do it. You know?
That's just what he's like. I'm sorry you had to see all of that. I'm Lorvine, and that's... Well, his name is Jurier, but I hope you'll never have cause to remember his name.
I mean, you don't even have to say that, because, I mean, I've already done that. Countless times. Not just him. Plenty of other people.
You really can't stand him, huh?
I mean, can you blame me? Who would like someone who's as arrogant and obsessed with weird research topics as he is? But there's no need to keep dwelling on him. I'll accompany you two for a while. Miss Sigewinne should be back soon, and I'm sure you'll feel better as soon as you've had some of her medicine.
Thank you for looking after me.
No, it's nothing.
I'm back! Did you rest like you promised?
I mean...
Thank you for getting our medicine, Miss Sigewinne.
Our? Oh, yeah, yours too. Yeah, right. Heart palpitations.
Did you all cooperate with your bed rest? I trust that nobody got up to walk around. Good. Here, this should be 2 days' worth of medicine for you. Take 1 pill now, and then continue your bed rest.
You take the stomach pill and that Sigewinne gave you.
Miss Lorvine, I left in a bit of a hurry just now. Do you still remember if we discussed the color of the pill that you should be taking today?
I like how those 7 words gave you more time than like 3 sentences worth, you know?
I remember. You said it should be yellow.
Oh, is that secret code you're talking?
Did they just talk about something before we walked in? Why don't I remember?
Yellow, huh? I understand. These are yours. Please, make sure to go to bed early after taking them tonight. You'll benefit from a good night's sleep.
All right, then I'll also be on my way now. I hope you feel better soon, too.
Thanks.
See ya!
See? I can't press it. Okay. But I still have to wait.
I'm going to fill out your medical record now. You're widely known as the Traveler, right? I just want to double-check a few details, if that's all right with you.
Yeah, that's fine. I normally take offense to that. You know, I'd like everyone to call me by my name, but that's not physically possible, you know? So yeah, I'll stick with the Traveler. That's fine.
Those two made quite the commotion just now, so why don't we let the Traveler rest? Paimon can answer the questions instead. So her primary symptoms are abdominal pain, with secondary symptoms of nausea. Is there anything else? That's it. All right then.
Good talk, guys.
Is there anything we should know besides to take the meds? No, her base constitution is quite good, so I'm sure she'll recover quite quickly after taking the medicine. Please, make sure to stick to bland or less stimulating foods, and don't stay up too late at night.
Well, we only have, you know, so much to choose from when it comes to food, guys, you know?
Got it. Paimon will hold the Traveler to that for sure.
Sigewinne's still looking at me. I should try and take a nap, like she said.
Oh, you're going to take a nap already? Okay then, you get some rest.
You just fucking read my mind? That's the last thing I ever want. You move yourself. Why are these in parentheses? To the regular bed. You go to sleep in a bed, however you still catch some hints from Paimon.
We've been to lots of places together. She may look a bit under the weather now, but she's actually super strong. Oh, so you're the best of companions. Well, don't worry, she'll recover soon.
Companion, that word brings a wave of comfort. You let yourself relax and fall asleep. Yeah, how's it going, guys? What's going on?
How do you feel? You slept for a really long time, but we never left.
I feel a lot better, thank you both.
Well, now you can go back without a worry in the world. Remember to take your meds regularly, and remember bland foods. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Miss Sigewinne.
So I'm assuming that you don't mind me just checking behind a certain thing, huh? So we're probably gonna come back to here. So let's go back to the dorms. Actually, the dorms are actually pretty close. This is the wrong way. Oh no, okay. I thought. Oh, you know what? No, we don't talk about it. Yeah, I'd assume that there's like a secret pathway entrance somewhere. So I'm just tired of like. I just don't want to do the investigating we've been doing. Let's have some more interactive stuff rather than just talking.
You really are something. To be able to fall asleep like that and even sleep talk the entire time, you scared Paimon half to death.
Did I say something I shouldn't have?
No, but you kept mumbling things along the lines of, Pyron, don't take my grilled fish, and put down the Adeptus Temptation now.
Put down the Adeptus Temptation now. Is that like code word for the devil's lettuce? Like, what?
Paimon talked with Sigewinne the entire time you were asleep. She seems like she's just a sincere nurse, and Paimon didn't notice anything unusual in the room. Are you sure we're not going off track with the infirmary?
No. We're definitely onto something.
Are we really off track though? There's still a few weird things about that place. That movable hatch on the ground, as well as the question Sigewinne asked Levine. And also, were they really talking about their meds before we walked in? Oh, and was Levine and I've heard his name, so Gerard, whatever, argument got genuine, or were they just putting on a show?
Paimon, hear me out.
Whoa, you really are super thorough. All those tiny little suspicious things that Paimon didn't even pick up on. We've got to give the info to Linny.
Over the next few days, thank God, you and Paimon do stuff, and then you get another keyword of... Wow, you were going to give me all this time. This is the first time I even... See... You manage to slip by to a busy Lynette and happens to pass by. Her disguise is impeccable, and she does not even look at you or change expression as she pockets the info. Smooth. And finally, the promised 9th day arrives. Thank God. I'm so pissed. Because, it's like...
Today's the day. Let's go meet up with Linny.
Is that all you're going to say? Okay, yeah. It pisses me off because, since I don't know if they're going to give me the time or not, then I do that, like, speed butchered reading. And then I didn't need to. Whatever.
It's time.
Did you two run into any trouble over the past few days?
No, we just worked our shifts according to the schedule. Nothing weird happened.
That's good. That means you didn't raise any suspicions when you infiltrated the infirmary. We've taken a look at the slip you've sent. Fremine successfully left the grounds via the pipes 2 days ago. And as of last night, Lynette has also infiltrated the infirmary after faking an illness.
Wait, why is she getting involved as well?
You already went above and beyond when you scoped out the infirmary. To put it more bluntly, even if we were to view that as something you did in exchange for Fremine's help, you've already done more than enough. Infiltrating a guarded stronghold is a different kind of job from a one-off investigation. We want to avoid using the same faces over and over and reduce the amount of suspicion that will fall on any given person. Lynette also felt like you have already taken the first step for us, so she should be the one to finish the job.
So that's what Lynette thinks. Paimon hopes everything's going well for her.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to helping you.
Perhaps that's true. You're both very good people, and we've come to appreciate that more than anyone else. Unfortunately, there's still one thing that could get between us, lest you've forgotten. The matter of our respective loyalties. You've mentioned before that you've had some run-ins with the Fatui. I can understand that feeling, so I assume you're just helping us out of the kindness of your hearts?
Well, everyone could use some more friends. We'll be counting on you to help us in the future, too.
Mm-hmm. Since I see you as friends, then it's even more important for us to protect you from any peril. Fremine and Lynette feel the same way.
I get it now.
Glad to hear it. Then, let's go check on Lynette before Fremine returns. If everything went well, then she should be wrapping up her investigation right about now.
Is now really a good time to go over?
According to my observations, Sigewinne always spends around half an hour away from the infirmary right before lunch. Lynette knows this as well, so this should be a good time to meet up with her.
Oh yeah, we heard about that too. No, we saw it. We met Sigewinne when she was like, I think here.
Also, I'm her brother, remember? It's only natural for an older brother to care about his younger sister's well-being.
Okay, then let's head over right away.
Oh, I feel like something's gonna happen. Which is good. I want something to actually progress. So give me some, well... No, yeah, let's just have something happen. Hopefully nothing bad to Lynette, but...
Lynette should be here right now. Huh. Strange. Lynette?
As expected, Sigewinne isn't here, but why isn't Lynette here?
Could she have found a lead and left to follow it?
No, Lynette rarely deviates from the plan. We agreed that if she were to make changes on the fly, she'd find a way to let me know. Unless...
Let's see if there are any clues around here. We can look while we wait for her. Who knows? Maybe she'll be back soon.
Okay.
The secret thing behind the thing. Where is it? No. Well, that's probably the answer. Hold on. Let's go to the other stuff. Or I guess I have to do all of it no matter what.
None of the beds have any signs of having been slept in. Except that one over there.
That's the one Lynette must have used, right? You said she was pretending to be sick.
Mm-hmm. She would have said her migraine was having a particularly bad flare-up. Generally speaking, the head nurse would then ask her to lie down and rest, while she left to retrieve the medication.
But this bed is still unmade.
Which means, either the head nurse didn't return the entire time from when Lynette laid down up until she left the bed, or the nurse intentionally left it this way.
Oh no, that's not a good sign.
Shoot up.
There are some books here and a few files. They all look like medical records.
I'm assuming maybe like an experiment then? You know, she's interested in humans and, well, is Lynette considered human?
Advanced nursing, how to raise the spirit of your patients, a quick guide to the psychology of emotions, and the meaning of laughter. These sure are some interesting books. Who knew Sigewinne would be interested in these kinds of things? She even has books on understanding people's motivations and feelings. Is it because she's a Melusine? Or does she have a need to understand her patient's emotional state?
Seems quite normal to me. These are skills that would come in handy for a nurse from time to time.
Alright, and then finally the hatch.
Ah, this is it! We saw it before!
Wait, this thing? It doesn't look like it's been disguised that well.
Lenny leans down to get a close look at the movable hatch and starts tapping several...
The space behind it is empty. From its size, I don't think it's an entrance that is meant to be taken apart. There's probably a mechanism around here somewhere.
Ah.
Could Lynette have tried to get inside? But if that's the case, she would have contacted me for sure. Let's look around here for some more clues. Don't panic, just take another look.
The look on Lenny's face, he's definitely beginning to panic. Don't panic. He probably said through that subconsciously more for himself than anyone else. Anything else.
Hey, you guys, there's a slip of paper over here!
A slip of paper?
It's right over here, and there's a bunch written on it too. It reads, out of respect for your usual practices, I'll use a piece of paper or card as the medium to pass on my message. You may consider this as me giving you my best regards.
I mean, Lynette's very respectable, but I don't, like, she, like, has that way of talking, but not that much. This feels a little over the top.
This is...
Is that all?
Is there anything on the back?
The back. This is...
Show me! Now!
That look on your face. Paimon's reading it now. Would you care to guess where Miss Lynette of the Fatui could be right now? No. Could she have... Is she already...
Writhsley. Did he deliberately leave the infirmary unguarded to use it as bait?
Wait, you mean he was aware of our goals from the very beginning? But why? We didn't run into any trouble last time, and he also never reached out to us since.
Why would he choose to act during our second infiltration attempt instead of the first?
Yes, that is a crucial question. Writhsley, he doesn't do anything without a clear goal or reason. So this means he had no concerns about your activities from the very beginning. You're not from the same camp as us. You were sent down here by Nervulet, so you have no conflict of interest with Writhsley. We're a completely different story, though.
Why did he only go after Lynette? Why didn't he go after you as well?
I'd like to know that, too. Why did he only go after her? Don't panic, just think everything over. I have to stay calm. This is not like what happened last time. The situation's different now. Wait, you're right. Wait, but that means the fact that Fremine was able to leave the grounds. Could Writhsley have let him go as well?
But what does he gain by letting Fremine leave like that?
I get it now, I don't get it. He deliberately made them both disappear.
So he's challenging me and trying to provoke me, I'm sure of it. We never should have sent out Fremine. We had to go through all that trouble to find an opening to sneak him around the guards and into the pipe, and we even thought luck was on our side.
Lenny, you're glitching out of the system, man.
If Writhsley let him leave on purpose,
then
he's probably in a terrible spot now as well.
Lenny's getting more and more panicked. We have to calm him down.
Lenny, calm down.
Don't be like this, Lenny. Fremine wouldn't have left if we hadn't told you about Child. That was our fault.
No. I'm the leader of this operation, and I'm the one responsible for this team. I was the one who failed to protect them.
This happened in Star Rail too, and apparently this happened to a lot of people. I'm assuming this is the same. Hopefully. I'm pretty sure if it's going out like this, it's probably normal.
I'll go talk to Writhsley.
Hey! Don't be reckless! Traveler, please talk some sense into him!
What? Paimon, I can't hear you. You're cutting out. This is actually a nice thing. That's actually kind of pleasant. Not having to listen to you, that's actually pretty nice.
I simply cannot allow Lynette to be abducted again. I have to go. I'll find a way to get them back.
Wait, no, Lenny. And there he goes up the stairs.
He's rushed out the door! After him!
Ah. Oh, that's not good.
Right. I feel like we still have some room to make changes on these details.
Okay, I'm just gonna check my footage real quick. Alright, we're good, and we're also back in time. It's gonna be choppy. And glitchy. And
it's
delayed.
Not impossible, but it'll require extensive testing.
Is that so? Very well. Then please be mindful of the time. Huh?
How'd you notice us?
Is someone?
Oh.
Pack everything up. Whoever's outside is eavesdropping. They'll probably come in once we stop talking. Someone! Please help! She's sick!
Whoa, are you okay?
These two. As expected, they've already found this place. Oh, they are quite sharp. What a delightful turn of events. I like smart people, But I also like playing dumb. I like the feeling of being trusted. Oh my! What's wrong, little one? There's no need to panic. Take a deep breath before you begin. Being able to read human expressions is quite the useful skill.
Well,
Lenny! Wait!
why am I still
It's no
glitched?
excuse. We have to catch up to him.
My connection is perfectly fine. This is insane. I want to, like, quit out of the game. I might do that. Okay, I'm gonna...
Already out of sight. How is he so fast? Let's go head him off at Risley's office.
Alright, I'll do that after I restart the game. I'll be right back. Alright, so I not only had to restart my entire PC, but I had to do updates as well. So it might not have been a general thing, and it might just have been a me thing. But we're good now. This is the office? I would not have expected that. Oh, man. It took a while, too. It's been like an hour. Oh.
Come out and face me, Risley!
Aren't we at an administrative office space? Why don't you at least try to follow even a couple rules from the fortress's indoor management regulations?
What did you do to my sister?
I ran into the young miss at the infirmary. I'd heard that she was suffering from quite the migraine, so I decided to invite her over for a cup of tea. I do have some teas in my collection that can work wonders against such an illness.
Stop joking around! Where did you take my siblings?
I have also heard that your performances are quite the spectacle. Miss Lynette would sometimes enter a box filled with water, only to emerge the next second from another place altogether. Maybe she'll appear behind you right now if you were to turn your head.
Is he trying to trick me into turning my head? No, he's probably not looking to attack me right now. All of the hostages are in his hands, and he's even in the mood for small talk. That means Lynette is probably still alive. You knew we were investigating the infirmary from the start, so you deliberately aroused the Traveler's suspicions and baited us into continuing our investigation, just so that you'd be able to kidnap Lynette. As for Fremine, no, you probably didn't even interfere with Child's escape. You let him go, so you could purge the Fatui members that we had planted into your ranks.
There was no need to do so. The Fortress of Meripede is a pretty pleasant place. Most people enjoy their lives here. The only ones who act differently are those with personal agendas. It was quite easy to identify your colleagues.
You removed our original members and spread the news of Child's escape so Father would assign our team to come down and investigate. Fremine has also fallen into your hands, right? If you're oh so omnipotent and so in control, why would you need hostages?
One correction. Lynette is in my hands right now, but Fremine is not.
He's not. What do you really want?
We're here. And no longer glitching.
Oh, wonderful. Everyone is here, so I'll only need to say this once. Thank you so much for cooperating with me.
Where are Lynette and Fremine?
Eager and to the point, I see. Alas, only Miss Lynette is currently having a cup of the fortress's finest tea.
Is that code word for... I don't want to know what that's code word for. Let's just say it's tea.
Although, as per your original plan, Mr. Fremine should also have returned to the fortress by now. But he has neither shown up within my gates, nor has he been taken into any kind of custody. So, where do you think he may be right now?
Is that where the whole drowning scene is he just drowning in the ocean?
Wait, you can't mean you locked him outside in the sea?
Wow.
I closed the fortress's gate to the outside world. That's all.
Fremine's a star diver, so he should be fine, right?
No, we're still here, so he'd definitely try to find a way to come back for us. So we can't assume he might have made a break for the surface.
But why would I do this, you may be asking? To have an audience with you, of course. My intel tells me that Mr. Linney is a great magician, so it's only natural for me to want to have some cards of my own when it comes to negotiating. Besides, I do recall you mentioning to Miss Lynette that you've always wanted to have a face-to-face meeting with the Lord of the Fortress of Meripede, regardless of whether it was in a personal or a professional capacity. Well, you got your wish.
So, you've been keeping tabs on us before we even set foot in the fortress.
Some of my folks just happened to hear a thing or two, that's all. In any case, I will be straight with you. I was willing to play dumb and turn a blind eye, so we had a pleasant few days playing games together here. But once you started focusing on the Forbidden Zone, all of that changed. Mr. Linney, the cards are stacked against you right now. Miss Lynette is in my hands, and Mr. Freminet is still slowly being pickled out there in the brine. You know just as well as I that he cannot last out there forever. You need do but one thing to guarantee their safety. I would like you to contact your superior, and ideally invite her over for a cup of tea with me.
You want to see Father? But why should she bother giving you an audience?
I mean, I think he just made it pretty clear, man, but you know what? I'll let you do you.
Well, if she cares for the well-being of her dearest children, she should have plenty of motivation to join me for a parents' evening. I've heard that the bonds between the members of the House of the Hearth are like the bonds of family. I don't see why she would refuse.
Why did you think Father sent us to handle the Fortress of Meripede? This place is basically a no-man's land. It wouldn't be fitting for anyone as important as a harbinger like Father to come here in person.
Oh, I see. So it's because she doesn't care for my place here. That's such a shame. After all, I've amassed quite the tea collection. I was looking forward to sharing it with her. Both Monsieur Neuvillette and Lady Farina have already received many samples as gifts.
Was this the extent of your master plan to get to Father? No matter how much pressure you may put on me, I won't allow you to use us to blackmail her.
You people really are difficult to get along with. All I'm asking for is a face-to-face conversation. Does she truly have no interest in the fortress's secret? Mr. Linney, you have one last chance to invite your father here. If you refuse,
They will both die.
Linny!
Why do you have to do this?
instead of asking why I'm doing this, why don't you try to see things from my perspective for a second? From the very beginning, the Fatui has been actively infiltrating my fortress. I gave you a warning by cutting off the first few operatives I found, but that only caused you to double down. Had you given up on the fortress then and there, I'd have no reason to want to talk.
I mean, this is fair. Dude, his boots. I love, like, the leg boots kind of thing. So sick.
Mr. Freminet left the fortress on his own, and Miss Lynette tried to pry out my secrets right in front of me. No matter how you look at it, the responsibility for this falls on you.
I shouldn't ask Father to do anything because of us.
6, 5,
Wait,
2, 1. Time's up. It really is a shame, Mr. Linney.
Risley!
Negotiations have broken down. Please leave, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for my afternoon tea.
Please wait. Can we really not talk about this some more?
Yeah, listen to the Traveler. If you can't talk to Linny, can you at least talk to us?
You do realize that I'm only letting you go because of Neuvillette, yes? You're here helping him out, and I've already done my best to stay out of your way. But that doesn't mean you can just do whatever you want. The fortress may be small and remote, but it still has its own set of laws.
I want to save Freminet and Lynette too.
Then how about this? Those who are capable deserve respect. You've spent quite some time investigating my home turf by now, so why don't you tell me a thing or two about what you found? I'll ask you 3 questions. Answer all of them correctly, and I'll agree to your request.
Lynette, Freminet, I'm already looking up because it's already predetermined that you're going to die. I just want to say I'm sorry. You know. No, maybe not. Maybe I feel pretty confident. We'll see.
Question 1. Regarding the hidden rules of the production zone, what is the truth behind the one about not being allowed to work for 3 days in a row?
I mean, can you give me like a thing?
I can't believe you're asking about the hidden rules. If I recall correctly, if you keep working without any rest during lunch on the 3rd day, you'll find a portion of strange meat in your welfare meal. It's a good thing we have already run it through investigation on this. Let's see if I can remember all the clues. I should be able to find an answer if I can piece everything together. If you break...
Man, you're gonna make me read all of this like this. Okay.
If you break down a hidden rule, the production zone, your welfare meals might contain some strange meat.
What is this? It doesn't even give me, like, the details of it.
I've been told that the infirmary is always empty for the half hour just before lunch.
But this is with the strange
But
meat.
what could Sigewinne be doing during that time?
Yeah, but that wouldn't... You wouldn't want to mix
The
that.
Fonta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the real value of coupons. Meanwhile, the Duke believes that only idiots who don't understand the value of coupons would spend them on Fonta. We often see Miss Sigewinne observing the prisoners at work near the production zone. It seems like she can perceive the general state of a person's health just by looking at them.
Okay.
Fonta's internal reports suggest that they're starting a new trial of an unnamed and unpackaged product. But the product has to undergo a trial because even Fonta's own employees have a lot of reservations about it.
I'm gonna only go through all of these once, and so, like, when we're going through them, I'm just gonna skip the dialogue.
The research note said that the Melusine race perceives the world very differently from humans. Because of that, the Melusines have also developed a sense of aesthetics that appear rather strange and alien to humans. According to Collins, the Pancration tournament only took place because the Fonta company sponsored it. The company must want a return on their investment as well.
What does any of this have to do with fucking strange meat, dude? I don't think any of the Fonta stuff should do it. But...
I've been told that the infirmary is always empty for the half hour just...
Or, oh, I can select it. Okay, Oh, I have to do it like that. Got it. Sure, and then...
The research note said that the Melusine...
Yeah, sure. Let's do all the Melusine shit.
According to Collins, the Pancration...
No.
We often see Miss Sigewinne...
Is it all Sigewinne stuff? It's not. I don't know what the hell to... Maybe it is all the... Okay.
Fonta's internal
Let's do all the
reports
Fonta
suggest
shit.
that
Where's the other Fonta stuff?
The Fonta promoter has been...
This has to deal with Fonta shit? Because of the coupons? Is that what we're really doing here?
According to Collins, the
I mean, dude.
The Fonta promoter has been...
Okay.
We often see Miss Sigewinne...
Miss Sigewinne.
The research note said that the
So all of the Sigewinne stuff was correct, but then it has to be with like one of the... It has to be with this.
Been struggling.
Or no, it's not. I am so done.
We often see Miss
Let's
Sigewinne observing...
We're just gonna go through it and just...
I've been
Lots
told
of...
that the
Yep.
infirmary is...
Guys. Is
We
it
often
this?
see Miss
Is it
Sigewinne-
this? Like, God. Okay, it's probably not.
According to Collins...
We're just gonna
the
keep going.
The Fonta promoter has been...
I got one of them. Thank you. I'm
I've
just
been
gonna...
told that the infirmary...
This is how I'm gonna do it. Why do I need to try and be smart? You know? Why?
Fonta's internal reports...
Alright, one more.
The research note
Sure.
said that the Melus...
Yep, because all this makes sense. What, she wanted to try and make food for us? Is that what you're getting at right now?
Ah, so that's what's going on. Paimon understands it now. Who would have guessed?
She just wants to be like us humans, so she's just whipping it up in the kitchen? Is that what you're trying to fucking tell me? That was more complicated than it needed to be.
The hidden rule of the production zone. People are not supposed to work 3 days in a row.
Did she really
and if
whip
they
out the
do,
glasses,
they'll get
dude?
Strange meat in their welfare meal.
How were you able to bring that in?
At first we thought this strange meat must have something to do with the people who disappeared. But in reality, they were all prepared by Sigewinne, the head nurse. She often visits the production zone to observe the workers' health and makes a note of anyone who has worn themselves out after 3 full days of work.
Oh, is the meat supposed to be like nutrient filled?
Out of her sense of duty as the head nurse, as well as her genuine concern for the workers' health, Sigewinne visits the cafeteria right before lunch and cooks an extra dish for those who can use the stamina boost. Sigewinne has only the best intentions with her surprise gift and doesn't want anyone to find out about what she does. Unfortunately, Melusines as a race perceive the world differently from humans, and their sense of aesthetics is even more alien to us. The recipients of her lovingly prepared special meals cannot taste the care within and usually just freak out.
The care within.
Are we on the right track?
Not bad. You've uncovered Sigewinne's secret and even guessed her intentions correctly as well. It's nice to know that her efforts have not gone unacknowledged. All right, now for my next question. There are also some hidden rules in the Pancration Ring, including the one that you're not allowed to support both sides of a fight. Why is that?
The hidden rules of the Pancration Ring, I remember, if someone tries to support both boxes at the same time, they'll receive a package the next morning, which contains a strange blood-colored liquid. We also done a lot of research on this matter. Let me sift through what I've found so and come up with the correct answer. If you violate the hidden rules of the Pancration Ring, you will receive a bag containing a strange blood-colored liquid.
Alright, so this one should just be like this one. Yep. All of these. Yep. And then this one. Yep. Well, I mean, it's probably this one.
Promoter has been struck.
And it's probably this one.
Report.
But if it's not this
The
one...
Fonta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the real value of coupons.
Which one would it be if it's not any of those? Is Sigewinne really about all this shit still?
I've been told that the infirmary is always...
I'm just curious. Will something give me blue? Okay, that one. Okay.
According to Collins,
I know
Fonta
we
promoter
did this
has
one,
been
right? Wait. Did I not do those three in the beginning? Is there like a legitimate order? Oh, that is horseshit if I did it right.
Ah! Paimon gets this rule too now, so there really was nothing to be afraid of. That hidden rule of the Pancration Ring is about how, people are not supposed to bet on both boxers at the same time. And if they do, they'll receive a package containing a strange blood-colored liquid. People get scared when they see it because they've subconsciously begun to associate it with the missing boxer. But really, it's just a bottle of the latest yet-to-be-named and packaged new Fonta trial product. A blood-red drink. It's no wonder even Fonta's own staff were questioning the company's decision-making. The company, facing backlash from its own staff, decided to try to trial the product on a smaller scale to see how it might be received by customers. They came to the Fortress of Meropide and offered to sponsor the Pancration tournament so they could push their new product. But the Duke completely refused to even entertain the idea. The Duke, knowing how valuable coupons are in the fortress, knew that only total idiots who didn't understand their true value would bother buying a Fonta product here. And so, only those who proved their stupidity by being dumb enough to bet on two opposing sides of the same match were selected to receive the drinks.
I acknowledge the effort you've put into bringing the truth of this mystery to light. Although, based on your description, that Fonta promoter is a bit too careless with his words. I may just reconsider my collaboration with the company.
Had to throw him under the bus. It happens. It's for Lynette and Fremine. Yeah, I know their names.
All right, and here's the final question. What's the secret behind our head nurse and all of her patients in the infirmary?
I don't even know if I have... Okay, dots.
We haven't collected enough info about that question to answer it.
Stop your cruel and pointless games, Risley! You know that we haven't finished our investigation, so there's no way we can answer the last question. The thought of sparing Lynette and Fremine never even crossed your mind.
Lynette!
You'll pay for this!
Huh. What, he had a card.
Lenny, are you alright?
Oh, close one. I owe you, Sigewinne. That was a fantastic shot.
It was nothing, Your Grace. Sigewinne?
Huh, this is interesting.
Though this gun may look like a toy, it's actually fully functional, as I just demonstrated.
Sigewinne... You...
Are you his accomplice in all this?
Not at merely a resident of the fortress, and thus protecting it is my duty. When Monsieur Nervulette asked me to come here, he told me that my job would be to take care of the well-being of everyone here. I am merely discharging my duties.
But if you mean what you just said, then isn't Linny someone you should be looking after as well? Isn't he a resident here just like the rest of us?
If you're close to with Nervulette, why not learn a thing or two about virtue from him?
But I really am just doing what Monsieur Nervulette told me to do. Everything I did, I've done to protect them. Had I not, they would be in far more dire straits right now. His Grace knows it too, right? Your Grace? Mind proving my innocence to them?
My dear Sigewinne, whatever shall I do with you? Would it have killed you to just wait another minute or two?
Well, it's nearly time after all. The way you do things can be truly frustrating sometimes, Your Grace. I figured I should try to talk some sense into you.
What are you talking about? What time?
Take me if you want. Let them go.
How touching. Can you just give me one more minute?
Don't be like that, Your Grace.
All right, everyone, calm down. 2 more visitors will be arriving any time now. I'll go get a cup of tea. Miss Sigewinne, I leave Miss Lynette in your care.
What are you doing?
I believe I hear footsteps.
The door suddenly slams open. A familiar figure bursts into the room.
Some space, please.
Clarande.
Ah, Miss Clarande.
Oh, and Fremine.
Door.
My door.
Fremine. Fremine.
What's going on? What is Clarande doing here?
Work.
Ah.
I'm sorry about shooting you, Mr. Linny. The tranquilizing effect will begin to wear off soon. Please take it easy in the meantime, though.
What happened to Fremine? Wasn't he diving just outside of the fortress? Why is he looking like this?
These symptoms, it can't be.
A flushed face, an accelerated pulse. He must have consumed primordial seawater.
Well, then he would be gone, right?
What did you say?
Please, make some space. I'll need to give Mr. Fremine a more thorough checkup. Your Grace, I'll leave the rest to you.
I'll talk to Clarande while you get Fremine to where he needs to be. Everything else can wait.
Try and understand the situation with me. Well, I'll try to understand the situation in the next part. Anyways, but yeah, that is going to go ahead and do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to like and sub to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.